Melbourne, like I just loved like all the other DJs and the crowds and the clubs. Again, like it's a little bit more European, I think, and everybody's just always up for a party.
That's nice. I was looking for a compliment then. Just a bit more European, darling.
Yeah, that's the style.
It's Coburg of late.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us in the garage tonight. She's graced the most famous stages and DJ booths in the world, having toured extensively through Europe, Africa, Asia, the USA, Canada, Australia, and more. She's released global techno anthems on world-class labels Drumcode, Filth on Acid, and Tool Room, to name a few. Please welcome all the way from Berlin via Ibiza, via Adelaide, Juliet Fox.
Doof, doof, doof in the air tonight. House music from home never felt so right. Now your neighbors awake in the 3058. It's Coburg.
Hello.
How are you, Juliet?
I'm good, apart from my toes now are crushed by the door.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We actually don't have insurance, so
it will be all right.
You'll be okay?
I'll just come gliding through next time.
Hey, you're basically like a tourist in your own country right now, right?
Yes.
How's that going for you?
It's good, especially like this time coming. I've had some more time to relax and catch up with family. And actually, doing a lot of touristy things. So it's been really nice.
Awesome.
Got a tan.
You went skydiving as well?
I did, yeah.
How was that?
It was amazing. It was actually my second time to do it, but the last time I did it about 10 years ago, I didn't get it filmed or like photos for it. And I was like, I have to do it again.
Yes,
if you don't have that,
you wouldn't just come here and DJ, right?
No.
There's got to be these cameras right up here.
Exactly, yeah.
Totally.
You need to be able to see the proof.
Absolutely. And so I guess you were born in Adelaide, but I feel like it doesn't matter which publication you read, you kind of live in like 4 or 5 different addresses.
It's always changing.
Around the
My
world.
bios can't like keep up. So yeah.
It's the bio's fault, not yours.
Exactly. I can't update it too fast. So I'm actually now based in London.
Nice.
As of like the last 6 months. My reason for moving though was because the UK scene was like really popping and they seemed to not have any restrictions going on. And so at the time as well, I was like, let's go there. And I hadn't really been playing much in the UK.
Yeah. Were you in Berlin at the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I guess like the last 6 years, in between I was in Ibiza a little bit, but yeah, I really moved to Berlin for that particular sound.
Nice.
To delve into techno.
Yeah. The Juliet Fox sound, the banging techno. Something else that I think characterises your sound, and a big reason why I'm excited to have you here, is your vocal contribution to a lot of your tunes as well.
Yes. Yeah. It was just something I started playing around with on my own tracks, like about, 10 years ago, and then kind of just developed, and then I was like, it became a thing, and then people were actually asking to collab with me, which was great.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Spectre jumped on board with you?
Yeah. That track's still doing really well, actually, like streaming wise. I think it's like at 6.5 million or something now. I can't believe people are still listening to it that.
For those listening along at home, here's a little bit of a sample of Thinking About You, feat Juliet Fox by Spectre.
I'm thinking about you.
Pretty good.
I won't sing along.
Things you do to me.
Well, firstly, what I'm hearing right here is they're disco lyrics, aren't they?
Yeah.
Sister Sledge, was that your idea?
It was, yeah. I mean, I've always got like lyrics and songs stuck in my head, and then sometimes I'm like, okay, why not just take parts of it?
Well, look, maybe you and I could do some lyrics.
Yes.
Pick and choose over the top of some techno together. How do you
Let's
feel about
do
that?
it.
Okay, lovely. Well, you'll be leading this. So we'll just start over here. So guys, we've got Juliet Fox. She will be singing Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive, and it goes a little something like this. At first I was afraid, I was petrified, kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. And then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong. And I wrote how to get along. Now I know you walk out the door. All right, that's good. No, that was good. Okay, well, let's try another one. Here we go. Changing it up. What have we got? Introduce it.
We've got Bee Gees, Staying Alive.
Well, you can tell by the way I walk that I'm the warmest man. No time to talk. Go for it.
Loud and women warm. I've been kicked around since I was born.
All right, it's okay. You can talk me anyway, and you can try to understand the New York Times' effect on me. Whether you're the mother, you're staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. All right, and last one, here we go. What have we got? Introduce it.
The Wriggles hot potato.
1, 2,
I can't
3.
even
Hot
remember.
potato, hot potato.
Hot potato, hot potato.
Hot potato, hot potato.
Potato,
Hot potato, hot potato. Potato, potato,
Cold
potato.
spaghetti, cold spaghetti.
Jeez, you have been out of Australia a long time. Okay, let's try now. And there's a second verse.
I remember how it goes.
Okay, there's one last verse. 2, 3. Cold spaghetti, cold spaghetti.
Cold spaghetti,
Cold spaghetti, cold spaghetti. Cold spaghetti, cold spaghetti. Spaghetti.
Cold spaghetti.
Juliet Fox, give a round of applause, everybody!
Thank you.
Perhaps could have rehearsed that beforehand. I think you did a great job. That was wonderful.
That was good.
Thank you so much for that.
I'm getting ideas now. If you hear a Wriggles like lyrics into my tracks, and
I'm just really just hoping to collab with you one day. You know, maybe you and I can just throw a bit of Wiggles in there, see what happens.
I mean, why not? When I start going into the market for children, maybe it might work.
I think everybody that watched that could give us a few good reasons why not, but let's not listen to them.
Let's not.
What we should listen to is some music that you'll be playing today. What have you got prepared?
Okay, I've got some of my own tracks,
Nice.
of course, and I've got to play a couple of new tracks which aren't actually released at the moment, which will be coming out soon. I've also got a remix called The Bronco.
Oh, cool. Oh, wow. That is a cinematic title.
Yeah.
Well,
So we'll do that.
Without further ado, please take it away. We have Juliet Fox here. It's an absolute honour.
Thank you.
When we were sound checking, I hope you don't mind me saying this, but when we were sound checking, we were talking about unintentionally leaving the low frequency turned down.
Which is my habit.
But it's how do you remedy that when you're doing it live? What do you do?
I just kind of pretend like I was meant to just drop it after. I'm like, oh, that's it's the build-up of suspense there.
Can I say that I fully bought it? I definitely thought that that's what you meant to do.
Yeah. Just bring it up.
Is this your last self-release single?
It is, yeah. So it was a 2-track release. Wanna Dance, it was called, and Silence Speaks, but this is Wanna Dance.
Cool.
That just came out.
On your label?
On my label, yes.
Can we, now I'm going to attempt to pronounce it, Trigambe?
Yes, that's right.
Firstly, what is Trigambe? What is that word?
So it's actually my family surname. So on my dad's side is Italian. It means 3 legs in Italian. Like
Three legs?
Trigambe.
What do you think without meaning to cause any offence to your entire family lineage, what do you think that they're getting at when they came up with
somebody was being very proud, I would say. Maybe the best term. I mean, if I was a boy, I could tell you, but I'm not, so I don't know. I'll have to ask some of the family.
I'm a boy and I definitely can't tell you, so. Is this analog acid?
This is, yes.
Awesome.
Let us dance. Let us dance.
All right then. Just putting my own vocal sample in.
Yeah, you can just start singing along here.
Hot potato, hot potato.
I can do a live performance for you. Let us dance. Let us dance. We want to dance. We want to dance.
That's awesome.
I'll try and get used to doing it more. I am actually trying to work on a little bit of a live performance, to be honest.
Awesome.
With the microphone and some of my tracks. I don't know how I'm going to go because I'm a little bit stage shy.
Can I say,
but I'm going to try.
As someone who is self-confessed stage shy, you've done a wonderful job thus far.
Thank you.
I very much appreciate it.
Thank you.
This stage show, this is pretty cool. Tell us, well, not stage show. Yeah, full cabaret.
I know.
What's your rollout plan for that? Would you be doing that in time for the, and I'm going to name drop here, the Drumcode Festival in Malta?
Yes, well, definitely. My plan is to actually trial it out. I've got a US tour at the beginning of March, and I think that would be the perfect place to kind of test it, because in the US they love microphones. I think people like dancing and jumping on stage.
You better make sure that you've got a cake to throw at somebody.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe who knows how far I'll go.
Yeah. What's the appetite for techno? Like the kind of like Juliet techno. What's that appetite for in America like?
Come on. It's actually growing like hugely. Like I would say the US is probably the most up and coming for it. I mean,
really?
It's obviously like different genres as well, but they love it. It's good. Yes. I missed the drop myself.
That's something I've noticed about America is that, and this, I say that to my American friends, I say this with full admiration and respect, but more often than not, they would jump on the European bandwagon late, but then they would hammer it so much harder than Europe kind of ever did.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, the last tour that I had was in November, and I played I think about 8 shows or 9 shows then at the time, and it's going to be the same, and they're all different venues in different cities. So yeah, it's exciting. I mean, like in the US you can do a lot because there's so many states. It's good, and some really like fun festivals going on now.
Cool. And could we have, by the way, you're mixing out of this.
I know, whoops.
I'll ask you about
DJ.
this in a sec. Yeah, no. Admittedly, most DJs don't have a mustachio ginger talking at them, making them sing the Wiggles. I think she's doing great. We've got Juliet Fox on Coburg up late. Thank you so much for this. This is awesome.
Come on and dance. Let us dance. We want to dance. Come on and 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 dance.
It's really cool watching you use the looping function, like live, changing that loop. Yeah, wow, this is heavy. This is heavy stuff.
This is my remix that I was just talking about.
Oh, cool.
The Bronco.
Oh, nice.
But I actually added in a lot of my own like elements. This is like from the Korg mini log that I've got.
Cool.
I was just being a bit weird.
Awesome. So from what I'm gathering from this is actually you definitely gravitate towards the analog style of production.
Yeah, I mean, especially during like all lockdown that was happening, like I tried to focus on.
We said we weren't going to talk about that.
I said my time off.
Yeah, time off. Global pause.
My enforced time off. But it gave me more studio time, which was really good. And
awesome.
I had a really cool studio in Berlin that I set up, and that kind of began at the beginning of like 2020 or March. And so I spent a lot of time in there just getting new hardware, and we had a lot of other people in studios or next door. So it was like such a good environment, and basically like a little community of just musicians. So
wow.
Yeah, it was really good.
As an international woman, what do you just leave your studio in Berlin, but you live in London? Like, I got to be honest, I haven't quite come to terms with how you live.
Yeah.
I don't really get it.
I just have moved a lot.
Sure.
I actually had to I shipped over a lot of stuff. In fact, when I moved now to London, I took all my studio.
I'm actually just going to crank it down a little bit.
It's getting a bit like heavy.
No, it's good. The heavy's good. It's more the balance of the microphones. You're doing great. So would you then move you move your studio to London?
I moved it all, so I had to. I actually shipped it over with like a DHL company. I think it was actually.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But then I had to pay customs tax, which wasn't very cool.
Oh shit.
And like try and reclaim that. And I'm like, but I'm actually got British citizenship as well.
Oh, do you?
So that kind of made it a bit easier. So I got it back.
You are a
Everyone,
paint by numbers of the world.
Been granted my residency in Germany, so now I can just like travel around. Anyone want to come and visit me? You can.
I'm planning to be in Berlin in June. You going to be there?
Yes, I probably will be.
Oh,
All around.
Let's go and have a German coffee together.
Definitely.
Which is like a Melbourne coffee, but worse.
We'll have to go and party there. The Berlins do it best.
I don't party.
Oh, okay, we'll just have coffee.
Coffee that keeps you staying up for hours at a time, right? Literally do that to everyone. It is so nice that finally a guest has fucked me up.
Well, I was like, maybe it's up there for a reason. Maybe you're trying to drop in like a jingle or something.
Oh, no, so you didn't do it. I did it.
It was already up from before.
Oh, so you just noticed it and took the blow.
Yeah.
That is a sign of the humanity of Juliet.
Otherwise, I'd be like, Kim. It wasn't me.
Just in the spirit of back-to-back etiquette, I'm letting you know that I've just changed it from vinyl to CDJ, and if you want to switch it back, you're not allowed. No, you can, that's fine. Gotta let it drop. Gotta let the Bronco run free. Love it.
Just gonna randomly drop in like lyrics now throughout.
That is so good. In the spirit of Juliet Fox, throw some random mix and match lyrics over techno. The techno in particular, this is Alan Fitzpatrick, a label mate of yours on Drumcode. How did you... Hang on just a moment. Let's hear this out.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I'm like, we can talk as much as we want over your remix, but here's a really popular techno tune.
Now we need to listen to this one. Silence.
No, we don't.
No.
How did you get involved with Drumcode?
I actually, well, to begin with, I was going to a lot of Drumcode shows. Yeah, this is a very good, this is like an anthem track. All the lads in the UK like this one. They're like,
So you say if I went to the UK, I could hang out with some lads?
yeah,
That accept me?
definitely.
This broken beat little part here, this is actually quite UK, isn't it?
Yeah, with that the breaks,
Yeah.
a bit of dubstep vibes.
There you go.
Excellent.
Should we pump the tempo a bit?
What's that? Put it up?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you, really.
Let's do it.
All
Crank
right.
it.
We're at 134 with Juliet Fox on Coburg Plate.
Let's go. Getting my dance moves ready. See, I just found the filter up. Were you leaving that for me right now?
Oh, was that me?
I see what's going on here.
You'd think after doing this, what is now 23 times, that perhaps I'd have learnt to turn it back down.
Yeah. It's the game of like find out what's going to happen to your mix and
Yeah, this is sabotage. So sorry, you were going to a lot of Drumcode gigs.
Yeah. So basically, I was changing my sound a little bit. Like I was moving on. I was playing more house, kind of tech house sound originally, coming from Australia, and my heart was really into like techno. So yeah, I tried to like move into that, but the best way I thought was to go, and I got to meet Adam Bayer.
Wow.
At one of the shows, like in the backstage area.
Just so we know, Adam Bayer is the founder and the head of Drumcode.
Yes. And we got along really well. And then I had just released a track where it was my vocals. It was a feature with Ramiro Lopez.
Awesome.
Called Come Closer. And that was kind of like my footstep in the door. And from then, like just kept on building the relationship more so.
Yep.
And then started sending tracks. So I didn't jump on it straight away. I was like, okay, let's make sure that they're going to be right.
Wait, who started sending tracks? Oh no, wait.
Yeah. And I started sending tracks that I thought would suit the label. And amazingly, I got signed onto the A sides and had now 3 releases on the A sides.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's sensational. That's literally the pinnacle of global techno.
Definitely.
And you're in my garage.
Proud achievement. Yeah. It's definitely
wonderful. Wonderful. Well, we have the pinnacle of techno about to do a much better job than I am currently doing. Even after I've sabotaged her as well.
I know. Let's see how it goes.
It's good.
I was just listening to my own tracks, and dancing.
Well, they're good tracks. I don't blame you for dancing.
The one I'm going to play next is actually like one of them that is not signed at the moment. This is a very new track, so you'll get like a preview.
Awesome. Is it mastered? Ready, done?
It's mastered, yeah.
Awesome. Oh, so this is a preview.
Yes.
A little.
So you can give me your feedback. You think? Like,
can we
let
use?
me know what you
are
think.
we allowed to use the term world first exclusive?
I would say so.
What an honour. Feedback's in. This is shit hot. Love that bass line.
The gradual evolution of thinking.
That I haven't actually used all of my own vocals. It's only like the little like humming kind of bits in it.
Cool.
But I'm playing with like
The gradual evolution of thinking. faking.
someone else's voice.
Nice. Where'd you get the sample?
He's actually quite a famous like philosopher guy, so I might have taken it from somewhere.
Just edit that out.
No, we're just taking it. Yeah, don't put that in. But I'm sure it's okay. I mean, I'm encouraging people with these words.
You
That's
lie
what I
awake.
If they're a philosopher, they should be reflecting philosophically on the fact that you stole from them.
I mean, I think he would appreciate
When you
it.
lie awake
I mean, I'm definitely appreciating it, Juliet.
in bed, 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 bed.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can hear. You know what struck me earlier was how you said your heart's always been with techno, whereas like it does also sound like geographically wherever you've been has, I suppose, helped shape. It's definitely pushed you and pulled you towards certain different styles.
Definitely, yeah. I think depending, on wherever and the time. I mean, as much as I actually play like quite hard techno, I tend to make stuff a bit softer.
Yep.
Because that's more my mood. Like when I'm
cool.
sitting in the studio, I'm a bit more like chilled and like.
Nice.
And I mean, I really try to use some organic sounds.
Yep.
Like you can hear little birds in there and all like.
Yeah.
A bit of nature. I like to do field recording and that.
That's
include
awesome.
that.
Yeah, I saw a clip of you doing some field recording. Have you
Yeah.
been doing that while you're in Australia? Or
I
not?
was at my dad's place, and he lives in the country, and like I was like, this is perfect. There's like cows, sheep,
Wow.
so many birds that like are just for us like typically sound in Australia.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was really nice.
Awesome.
So, yeah, wherever I go, like I try to get like some bits.
Right.
In one of my releases called Beyond Physicality, I did the same when I was in South America, with some lady singing like in like a native tongue,
Wow.
and like all the sounds from there.
And you
put that in
actually
there.
sampled her singing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I got her permission for this.
Yes,
one.
okay. By the way, you have my permission. If you ever want to use me singing Hot Potato, you've got it.
All right,
And
done
I'm
deal.
I'm sure she obviously wants that.
I mean,
obviously.
I'll just rip it from the videos. That's fine. Easy done. I'll remember to mix in the next track now.
There's that organic, beautiful, atmospheric.
Yes. To kind of like, set you off into the space.
Love it.
Vibe.
Hey, consider me setting off.
And to overthink.
That's beautiful. Love that atmosphere.
Thank you.
So cool.
Yes. I mean, while I'm on the roll, I might play another one of my new ones.
Nice. Yeah.
We may as well.
Hey, you literally may as well.
Yeah. Well, we can get the feedback, coming in.
Yeah, live feedback. Yeah. Don't worry, for everybody listening along at home, it doesn't include my voice over the top. That's fine. That was my fault, but actually didn't sound too bad.
See, again, look at these.
If anything, I'm going to take credit for it. That was my contribution to the mix.
That was a good effect to it.
Now, I can read on here, it says, Juliet Fox, out of control. I've actually never seen Juliet Fox more in control, or anyone more in control.
Yes. This is the name of the track. Another new one from me.
Awesome. When you say new, is it released?
Not yet, no. So,
Awesome.
Yeah, another like unreleased track. I'm just going with it, like testing them out, but soon to be released.
Cool.
I will have more details soon.
Can I say it's such an honour that you're choosing this platform to play this unreleased awesome music.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's exciting to actually like test out tracks because, as we know, it was quite difficult to.
Yes, during
in
the time that you had to sit in your room for two years.
Yeah.
Whatever that was about.
Having my own like discretion on things.
Totally.
Yeah, and like there's only so much that you can listen to it like running around or doing stuff. So.
Yep.
And I don't have a car in London, so that was another way. It'd be good to test it out, you know, in the car speakers. So yeah, a good way that people do in Berlin though is they just ride around on bicycles with speakers,
Which is legal, right?
Yes, which is amazing.
Were you ever part of that?
I didn't actually do it myself, but I would like join in some kind of crusades and like every day I'd look out the balcony like window and there would be like another parade going on and huge like boom basses going.
Wow.
It's crazy. Like really good energy.
And what does dancing on a bicycle look like at pace?
Well, I can just be like one leg, you know, like on the handlebars, you know, doing flips and tricks.
That's the ultimate feedback loop, isn't it? You like you prepared a song, you test it with people on a bicycle chasing you, and you're like, wow, people love this song so much, they literally just grew wheels and started riding as fucking fast as they could.
Imagine, like, that's the best way.
This is great, by the way. It's a fantastic tune. I love the rolling bass line.
Thank you. And probably one of my... I've actually made a couple of tracks without having my vocal in it for once. Because I think, like, sometimes I need to just, like, calm down on it. Like, and maybe... Like, I mean, a lot of times I would release it and not have, like, the vocals in it. Maybe do, like, a DUBFIRE version. But
oh, cool.
Yeah, I thought maybe, like, less is more sometimes.
Sure.
Let's see.
Whilst I totally agree, and I think evolution's really important, it's also such a beautiful and unique thing about your productions is your vocal element as well, though.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, I mean, it's a good thing to keep on sticking to, but every now and then this is when I can just like freestyle on the mic, then over the top of it, it's easier.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I like this track. This is great. Miss Kitten. That was actually someone who also influenced me, like, into getting into doing the vocals. Yeah, she's amazing.
Cool. Miss Kitten and DUBFIRE. Is this Miss Kitten's vocals?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
So, yeah,
wow.
I haven't had a chance to meet her or see her perform though, but yeah, her style is incredible.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. You know, when I chose to play this song, I didn't choose it for that reason.
So there you go.
But it's like...
Inspired by the vocals.
Yeah. Maybe it's a subconscious thing.
Yeah.
I really like DUBFIRE's production and what he's done with her vocals.
Definitely, yeah.
So cool.
It's funny because a lot of my friends now are like, they say that they always hear my voice. like kind of like haunting them a little bit.
Mate, I can't go out without hearing your bloody
They hear
voice.
a track and they're like, is that you? And I'm like, no, but it sounds like me.
Well, you do have a very, it's a very international accent, I hope you don't mind me saying. So it's like, you could go to kind of any country in the world. So when you hear this, just a moment, just listen to the accent. Where the hell is that person from?
I know. I think she's from Holland, actually.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, like you wouldn't be able to tell. Yeah, it's very good.
I am interested in something that you've got coming up.
Yes.
You're going to be a DJ mentor in Ibiza.
Yes.
Can you tell us a bit about that?
I know. Surprisingly, people want to.
That is not surprising. She's just too humble for her own good. She's literally like this amazing DJ, megastar, international, all over the world. And I can see very much why people would want to learn from you. I know I'm learning a lot from you right now.
My moves, my dance moves.
Well, maybe we're influencing each other on the dance moves.
Yeah, exactly. I'm warming up.
So what's going on? What's the mentorship? What is it?
So it's my second time to do it. Like I did it maybe, I think it was a few years back now for Orbit Retreat, and they're actually going to be doing them in Australia as well. And like my position is more so just to be there, to be present, and any like tips that somebody wants me to help them with, like music production or mixing, they can just come to me. I'm going to be doing specific workshops, but the last time I was there, like I just spent the whole day like just talking to people. They just wanted to hear my story or like advice or
how nice
best way to like get music released.
Nice.
And yeah, just that, which is really nice. I feel like it's nice to feel like I've come on a really like cool journey and to be able to share that with people.
It is. It's an incredible journey that's spanned really multiple continents and multiple DJ booths and multiple stages.
A lot of socializing, like a lot of parties, a lot of events. But yeah, for me, I just made sure that I was always at all of the like music conferences, like either in Miami or
Amsterdam dance event.
Yeah, like I haven't missed one for like the last 9 years.
Awesome.
And I think that's the best way. You go there, you network, you meet people.
Yep.
Just actually, having your face around, people can see it. And then they recognize you can chat direct, better than an email.
Sure. So do you think socializing, we don't even need to use the word networking, because I think you can sometimes socialize for socializing's sake, and that can be networking. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like you don't have to go out to network. I think that makes it a dirty word.
Exactly. I think like doing it without intention, which is I never was going out like, oh, I must meet this person or that person. Like, just enjoying yourself.
Well, I think there's something to be said for the law of attraction. Yes. Oh, hang on. Just a moment.
What, for this part?
Yeah.
Trapped. Yeah, great track.
I think if you went out and you said, I'm going to meet Adam Bayer tonight and get signed to Drumcode, you never ever will.
You probably would never, stand it. You'd probably see it a mile away, like that person, like, or USB in hand or something. But
totally.
I mean, it can obviously like work.
It's about the purity of the intention though, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And I think
so.
if I can read between the lines, I think that says a lot about the purity of the human that you are. In that, I mean, all of these wonderful things that you've worked incredibly hard for, I think that good things happen to good people, and it's very clear that you're an incredibly good person, Juliet.
I'm blushing now.
I'm just distracting you so you forget to mix.
I forget to mix onto my
That's what I really am doing here.
Ready.
Is that your voice?
It is, yes.
Awesome.
This is actually a track that I've done for Rave the Planet, which is... I'll get this off.
Love. Finish your mix. Tell me whenever you're ready.
Love.
This is, it's for the Rave the Planet, which is a German, not German, but German who was doing Love Parade.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, German company is, I was going to say Foundation.
What, they throw Love Parade the party?
Yeah, so the founder, Dr. Motte, was running it since like 1989, basically, and they asked me if I'd like to do a track for the label. It's all like for money, goes towards like raising for the one that's going to happen this year. And so this is my track, and this is my kind of take on it. And I was like, well,
awesome.
Maybe I'll talk about like when it all happened, like 1989.
Very, very cool. And is that what the vocals hinting at as well?
Yes, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to start my autobiography with "It began in 1989."
I mean, some people were born then, so it's like, this is a good news.
Although if we're talking about conception, it really began in 88. Sorry, Mum and Dad.
Well, there you go. This is a tribute to you then.
Love. Do you feel that? That word.
Did you go to Love Parade?
So no, I never got to go to one. It was already like finished by the time I got over there. But I hopefully will be playing at the one that they have this year. I would absolutely love to. And this is like, I made the track kind of imagining if you were actually at the parade. So it's meant to be a bit more like that. Like,
cool.
You know, techno Viking style. Like.
This is Juliet's Techno Viking, everybody.
That's it.
I like it. It's a Techno Viking. It's a bit more, the movement's up and down as well as out.
Exactly, yeah. So I was imagining myself at the parade and what I'd be like playing there.
Awesome. I mean, as a man that's also never been to Love Parade, though my life did begin in 1989, I feel like that you've captured it quite well.
This was for you, 1989.
Word. Love. 1989.
Just going to do some Techno Viking back here.
Parade. Love. Do you feel that? That word. Love.
If we ever make it to a Love Parade event together, can we Techno Viking together? Juliet says we need the water bottle.
Love Parade. Love.
We've got Juliet Fox on Coburg up late. It's been chaotic and really fun. Thank you so much. So something I'm just picking up right now, because I'm playing techno with you, is that structurally techno has much longer mix-ins. I can't hear if it's not on the mic.
Sorry, on the microphone. Yeah, definitely. I mean, everyone has different ways of mixing in. I mean, like usually, like you can just take it to a certain point. A lot of people would only use like one of the breakdowns, I think, as well. But they like to provide the full track for like listening.
Awesome. Yeah, totally.
Which is good. Yeah. This is one of my favorite tracks actually at the moment.
Awesome.
Indira Panagotto, like she's really great producer. Just got signed to like Charlotte DeWitt's label.
Wow.
Connect. So this is one of the tracks that was on there. Himalaya.
Awesome.
Yeah. And it actually sounds like you're in like the Himalayan mountains or something like that.
Himalayan down some fat beats.
It's also another like journey kind of track.
Or shall we take a journey then?
Yeah, let's go. Take a walk.
Bit on the progressive side.
Yes. Very mesmerizing, I think. It's kind of like your peak moments you're getting.
Peak time techno is officially a genre as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Would you call this melodic techno?
Well, it's actually borderline with like psytrance.
Yeah, right.
Which
and is that the dung-ga-da-dung-ga-da-dung-ga-da-dung?
Yeah, it's that kind of like the rolling kind of beat, and that
It's great. It's.
Yeah.
I like that it doesn't sit in one particular genre.
And those kind of like electronic sounds.
Yes.
Synth stabs. Yeah, I think it's perfect, and like techno's kind of evolving more. It's coming back to the old progressive like house style, which I grew up listening to that, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
So now it's going to this like more of the hard style.
Yeah, cool.
Trancey element.
Yep. Hey, you played in Melbourne the other day.
I did.
How was it?
It was great. It was so nice to be back, and Melbourne crowd is just amazing.
Yeah.
I love playing here. I lived in Melbourne like about 9-10 years ago, actually,
awesome.
And privileged to be able to play at some of like the best clubs around here.
Yeah,
it was good.
Were you, when you mentioned earlier that different cities and different places that you've lived in have affected you musically, what was the Melbourne effect?
Melbourne, I just loved like all the other DJs and the crowds and the clubs. Again, like it's a little bit more European, I think, and everybody's just always up for a party.
That's nice. I was looking for a compliment then. Just a bit more European, darling.
Yeah, that's the style. And I just think like some of the clubs like Revolver, like 161 used to play at, Circus, to name a few, like just really, really
shout out.
Woo! Like really kind of like set my mind like in that kind of style of like I don't know, a bit more like that interesting quirky kind of sounds.
Yep.
I used to come over
in a tech house style?
Tech house, yeah. But like it's always got the classic kind of sound still, those clubs. It's good. I know. Nice.
This is the best track I've heard today.
Offended.
No, didn't think of that before I said it. What I mean to say, did I say that? What I meant to say was, this is the best track I've heard in the last. Hang on. In the last 5 minutes and 41 seconds,
it's okay.
This is definitely the best track I've heard.
You'll be having your signature track now. You'll be like playing it out.
Oh God, I'm so embarrassed.
It's all right. I'm not offended. That's why I played it. It's a very good track.
to recover from that, Juliet. I'm so sorry. What I mean to say was,
It's okay, I
it's
won't
been
hold it
great music
against
all
you.
day, and I really enjoyed that one.
It's impacting. It's good. It's my taste, so like I take that as a compliment. You know, it's okay.
So with the Melbourne sound, which was that quirkier, houseier edge,
Yeah.
how was that for you when you were,
Rave.
as you said, when your heart was in techno? I mean, were you pandering to crowds?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of times I was probably playing a little bit like too hard. As much as like I wanted to, I had to like rein it in a bit, which was then leading to my move over to Europe because I was like, okay, I need to just go somewhere where I can play like what I want to play like all the time.
Yep.
Not like have to compromise. As much as I love all genres and music, but for myself, I was like, I need to. And then
It's a small existence. It's a short existence. You may as well go somewhere that's going to cater for the music that you love.
exactly, yeah. And being in Europe, especially Germany, is like the hub of it all. So
Yeah.
it's great. And then from that actually is probably what helped progress because then I could play my style, my music, and then you get booked for that specifically. And
Awesome.
people aren't confused about what you're playing. So
Totally. What about, okay, so when you came back to Melbourne recently, did you have to tailor your sound, or do you think you'd built up a strong enough reputation for your kind of music that you didn't have to compromise?
Yeah, I mean, the last tours previously, I've still played definitely like my sound, but maybe slightly adjust it so it's not so heavy.
Yep.
I mean, but I do that anyway, like depending on
the
what
gig.
city that I'm in.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty much at a stage now where I can just keep on maintaining it, which is good.
Awesome.
Always.
That's great. Well, you've got South Africa coming up.
Yes, yeah. That's
What
gonna
co-
be-
do you- I'm, forgive me, very removed from what is popular in South Africa.
Yeah,
what can you do there?
mostly it is house music and tech house.
Yeah.
I think, they're more like leaning towards there, but I'm sure it's going to go down quite well. I'm
Awesome.
sure I'll like it, and maybe, as I said, I'll play some of my older like classic tracks as well, which I'm sure is a like more favourite.
Awesome.
I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm playing in Cape Town on a winery, and then in
Wow.
Johannesburg at this like really cool venue. It's called like The Nest, and it's just like it's all inside but huge.
Wow.
I don't know how you call it, like railings and yeah.
Cool. And
good.
when's that? That's coming up.
That's at the end of March.
Nice.
So
Pretty
I'm
soon.
I'm in the US for the first 2 weeks of March, and then to South Africa, and some European shows are starting to like happen now. Things are starting to open up, which is
Awesome.
exciting. Yeah.
Keeping the fingers crossed. Actually, I'm optimistic. You'll get that tour in. And
Yeah.
thank you for squeezing in a trip up to Coburg
No,
before you
of
leave
course,
as well.
It's amazing. Thank you for having me.
Time for one more tune,
Yes.
Juliet.
I'll choose my selector.
I can already tell it's going to be the best song I've heard all night.
Let me think. Actually, this is a bit of an older track, but it's one that I had a collab with another Australian artist. So I thought it might be appropriate.
The Australian artist in question being made in Paris, up in Sydney.
Yes, that's right.
An
Yeah.
incredible producer.
Yeah, they're amazing. Makes like really, really nice, like more melodic techno.
Yeah, and almost perhaps like progressive house.
Which is like quite prominent in this track. We made this, actually, it was released, I think a couple of years ago now. But also because it was in like lockdown time, we didn't really have, we weren't able to really push it so much. But it's still one of my favorite tracks.
Awesome.
And the lyrics are like, we met for a reason, or glad I met you, it's called. And I think a lot of people can always like connect to that too. And warm and fuzzy, like from me.
Oh, Juliet. Well, Juliet, I can say sadly that I'm glad I met you. Very grateful to be here.
Thank you, and likewise. This is our tribute.
We've had Juliet Fox on Coburg Upplate. This is the Juliet Fox and Made in Paris collab. Glad I met you. Sending us home. Why don't we just let it play out?
Sounds good.
Actually, before we go though, is there anything else you wanted to plug, mention? Is there something coming up? Is there any shout outs you want to make?
Shout outs to all my fans. Not really. But I would like to say thank you for having me here, and I'm really excited to come back and have a proper tour in Australia. We're working out the final date soon. It might be earlier than the end of the year, so let's see.
Cool.
And if I do, so yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that.
Great. And shout out to Kyle Hand as well.
Yes.
Who would probably be booking that tour, I imagine.
Definitely. He's onto it.
Sorry for talking over the drop then.
It's okay. It's part of like, this is the sample pack. We just add to it.
Yeah, as you said, you can just rip this later.
Exactly. I'm
sure Paris wouldn't mind.
I've actually used sometimes like WhatsApp notes off of people.
Really?
Don't steal my ideas, everyone. But and that's probably illegal. I did get consent again. But I was like, wow, that sounds really cool what they've said. And I'm like, it was more for my entertainment. I haven't actually done anything with the tracks yet, but I'm like, it's just fun.
That's an awesome idea.
Sometimes people say funny things, and I'm like, yeah, this works well.
And you've actually constructed a beat around that?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to hear that. I want to hear where that goes.
I need to finish that track actually. That one's still. It's more of a UK like garage kind of sound.
Nice.
I was like a guy with a particular like West London accent, so it's cool.
Awesome. Would you like to dance with me?
Sure, why not?
Nothing like being put on the spot on camera. Maybe we can techno viking this.
Well, you know what they say, like that DJs can't dance, so like I can do some foot movements. That's about it.
Yeah, I never said, do you want to dance well with me? It's a great production, Juliet. You should be very proud. This is actually the best song I've heard today. Legit.
Met for a reason.
I hope to get Paris on the show one day. Could you do a little endorsement and ask her directly?
I know, Paris, you should come on the show.
You're literally not allowed not to now. I think
You've been officially invited.
Juliet works for the PR team now. Remember, whatever you do, may you do it with passion. And may we all truly endeavour to be kind to each other, the world around us, and ourselves. I've been DJ Be Kind to Other People with Juliet Fox.
And thank you and good night.
That was awesome.
I was like almost forgetting what I was going to say then, but no. Just 2 words.